Hello, everyone, everybody. Welcome to the Lounge Radio Show, your 4 o'clock happy hour, and Happy New Year, Happy 2025. We are your hosts, Marlena and Lex Luga. Lex,
What's up?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, our first show of the year. And man, hey, we got a show planned. We got a special guest going to be in the building. And, hey, I don't have to stay tuned, but yeah, we're going to just give you a little clue. They call him the GOAT. So.
The guy, and that he is. Once we go through this resume, man.
And now for some of y'all listening now, the GOAT, that means the greatest. That's what the G. That's the O.
That's the O.
A is for all.
All.
T is for time. Because now I know some of our listeners might say goat. They might think of the bad. That might be a sheep sound. I don't know if those are goat sound.
What do goats make sound? That's nasty.
They make sound.
They make some sound. We don't know how to verbalize it. But hey, we got the goat, not a goat.
There you go.
The goat,
not a goat.
Of all times joining us. None other than Mr. Omar Cunningham.
Yes,
I'm gonna tell him. I've told you that if Southern Soul, and this is just because I've been diving deep. Now he's wide versed in other genres, right? But if Southern Soul was a body, then Omar will be the blood that runs through it. Necessary, and you all are going to discover that once we dive into his journey. So I'm so excited we'll be talking to him. But yeah, how was your holiday? I know we've been gone about 2 weeks or so. So How was your holiday? I know you had a big show last weekend. So how's everything been going with you?
Oh man, we had a spectacular show this past Sunday. I guess you could say we made history again at Ground Zero Biloxi. Mm-hmm. We had Sky Watley, and he brought
shout out Big Sky.
Gift. Yep. So Big
Auntie
Gift,
Love.
Auntie Love. Big Gift is on the remix to Auntie Love. Uh-huh. So that's the first time Ground Zero has had a rapper in the building. Although he is a legendary rapper from the Goody Mob, but he's transitioning because his verse on the song is a Southern Soul type of verse.
Okay.
But that's the first time somebody hit the stage like that. Man, we had some spectacular performances. Man, Big 251 from Mobile did his thing, man. Okay. AC Cooley on the harmonica. Oh my goodness, man. He put on one of the best performances I've seen him do.
I saw that. Yeah.
Ooh, he played that thing.
Showed out.
We had RJ Starr come through and do his thing. He's basically a one-man band. Then we also had Donna Renee. She's out of Mobile as well. Prince Quinn came and did a couple of his songs. Even he brought JL with him. They did their song Friday.
Shout out Prince Quinn and
JL Thompson. Yep. So they brought a little different flavor. And then we had the New Direction Band, and they did their thing.
Wow.
Man. They did their New Orleans style.
I like bounce music.
Yeah. Yep. I was like, I wish Marlena was here. They wipe out. See, but not the fan. They do the towels and bandanas.
The white towel.
So I said, well, Marlena, she would have her paper towel or something.
I already know how.
She already jumping up.
Well, see, while you had them, and shout out to all that lineup, and I seen the show, and it seemed like everybody did their thing. I was down in New Orleans, and first of all, since we've been out, it was a tragedy over the break while we were out, and definitely condolences. Violence is never the answer. Just I don't know. I have a different theory when it comes. If you want to harm somebody, start with yourself first. I'm just saying, if you want, don't harm anybody.
I understand.
Let me put that out. Disclaimer: don't harm anybody, but don't. That was a mass casualty attack down there on Bourbon Street. So condolences to those families out there. And we were able to go down our very own 90.1, very own Yolanda Singleton. She became a real life queen this weekend.
Okay.
She is queen of the Femme Fatale. It's an organization, great organization. And I think she's one maybe of the few, and she could correct me if I'm wrong, this is a New Orleans chapter, but she's from Mississippi. So she's one of the few that out of state, and she's the first from Mississippi to be queen. So
congratulations
to Yolanda. So while all the fan popping, whistle blowing, we had all that going on. The first time ever they had the gala at the Superdome. So we were on the tables, I tell you, from one goal line to the other goal post. It was covered. The field was covered. And shout out to Yolanda. Thank her, and Candy and I were down. She had us as her special guest on her high ride. So we very much appreciate that and being able to support her during that time. And then I'd never seen this young lady, but Monica performed live. Oh wow.
Monica?
Before You Walk Out My Life, one of them days. Monica, and she sounded just like the 90s Monica. She looked just like her too. So we had an amazing time. I know, right? Well, you know, she had it out there. She had it out there. But you know, it was an amazing experience. So again, congratulations to Yolanda. Anything we can do here as a team, you know, 90.1, and just as Mississippians to back her. She goes from the January, the day 4th up until next year. So she'll reign the whole 2025 year. So shout out to her. Shout out to Lady D. I see you checking in. Y'all be sure to share this video. Y'all don't want to miss that interview with Omar coming up. And yeah, check in. Where y'all checking in from? Also, I got some goodies. I'm coming in 2025 with goodies this year. I said, you know what? Y'all tolerated us all of 2024, and I appreciate all you guys for watching and tuning in. But 2025, I want to give away some stuff. So what we got? Today, first of all, shout out to Danny Boy Entertainment. Those of you don't know, on I'm all over the place on these dates and time because they just show you where I am. Yeah. I'm not in real time. You're in 2025. I'm not.
You're still stuck in New Orleans. That was too much of an amazing show. You stuck in New Orleans.
That's exactly what it was. I'm still.
Come on home. Come on home.
Back to 90.1. So January 25th, Danny Boy Entertainment and the specialty group, they're going to be having King George in Greenwood, Mississippi. So y'all tune in later on in the show. Danny said, hey, Marlena, I got some tickets for you. So I'm going to be giving away today 2 tickets.
To see King George.
One winner, 2 tickets to see King George and the KGE family. So that's King George, Shamika Jaquel, Frank Johnson, 803 Fresh, where them fans at, boots on the ground will be there. Clovis Wright, Jay Lake. I know I'm missing a lot of people. Jones, shout out to our guy Jones. He'll be there. So hey, if you would like to win those tickets, stay tuned. What we gonna do? We gonna probably. I'm gonna interject.
You gotta tell me, because I'm trying to go get these tickets myself.
You trying to get them?
I'm going out to the hall and call these myself. I'm see if I can change my voice. I want them tickets.
At 4:40, we're gonna be looking for the caller, but you got it. I'm gonna tell you the question later. After we get Omar on, because it's gonna be something dealing with Omar.
So they gotta answer.
They gotta answer a question. The first one to answer that question at 4:40. Will win those 2 tickets. So that number is.
I like that.
Hey, you can, may want to step in the bathroom, change your voice a little bit so we don't recognize you. But
they gotta be on.
That number to call in is 601-948-5950. That is 601-948-5950. Stay tuned, share, tag a friend if you're on social media. Shout out to our Facebook people watching. Shout out to our YouTube people watching. And if you out there listening, better stay tuned. Stay tuned if you want those 2 tickets.
And if you didn't write down a number, forget the number. Just always remember, Google's your friend, bro.
Again, that number is 601-948-5950. All right. So yeah, what else we got going on? What we got coming up? You got some first.
Yep, we got the Soul Musical, the second annual Soul Music Awards coming up at Ground Zero Biloxi, the first Sunday in February the 2nd. Same day as the Grammys. This is our Grammys, but we're doing a tribute to the Southern Soul movement. It's a whole bunch of nominees, and the lineup is going to be introduced today, but I will go ahead and say we got a few. We got the Emperor of the Line Dance, Big Moochie coming.
Big Moochie, baby.
We got Backyard Party, none other than the legendary Cherry Wright.
Okay,
we got Cherry Wright. Then we going to make a U-turn with P2K. So I want you to see what we did, though, right?
Yeah,
we got something for the 30s.
I see.
We got something for the 40s, and then we got something for the people a little older. Then we also
like
got
me.
Then we got Lady Songbird Gender.
Oh man, amazing.
Keisha Monet.
Okay.
Isaac Lindsay.
Okay.
SRJR, but we got Miss Brown Sugar, and she bringing her band. So that's our band of the night. But I just got off the phone and added. Y'all probably have to go look her up because she's is a phenomenal artist, and her name is Sarah B. Okay. Look up Sarah B and find out who that is, because when I say you're going to be in for a treat and a surprise, I mean, I'm ecstatic about just getting off the phone with her management and her being able to come through. So we got a lot of special guests that we're going to be recognized. We got the commissioner coming. We got to recognize the commissioner. Commissioner to keep the stamps for the things he did for the Southern Soul movement. We got a host of others. I'm waiting on verifying some other special guests, but Jeter Jones. We're going to be crowning Jeter Jones as the official King. The King, not K-A-N-G. Of Trail Ride Music. I got the Force MDs. We're going to be recognizing them because they're the first platinum R&B group to perform at Ground Zero as well.
Nice.
So, and there's some other people that we're going to be recognizing. I got to mention T-Baby, because I got to make sure that T-Baby get her flowers, because T-Baby has done a lot for the movement. She's been performing and doing music about 20 years. So we're going to be recognizing her. And we got a few others as well. I got some surprises. So all I ask is that for anybody that's been to any award shows or go to any shows that have done anything, please get out of your head that you're going to expect to see anything you've seen before. Okay. Disregard any other award show as this being like that. It is nothing like anything else that I've seen. It's something that I created that I want to make sure that those people that are put in work and working hard get the recognition they deserve. Rightfully so. And not only that when you come to one of our shows, like my guy DJ Show ENT always say, we gonna put on a show. That's it. You coming for a show, not just a concert, not for just an award. You coming for a show. So hey, we got something in store for you. That's February the 2nd. Get your tickets now while they on sale, because the ticket price is about to change. But I just added all these people now. Right. They might change on you. So you better get your tickets.
And look, that's a lineup. That's a line. You're not gonna go. You're gonna go a few places, but to get all of that, the entertainment and everything, and all the performances, and man, you're not gonna get that anywhere else. So this is February. Give us the date and
February the 2nd. February the 2nd, Sunday, February the 2nd. Doors open at 3. We got our own Marlena on the red carpet, and we also got a couple other surprises on the red carpet. Okay. We did get visited by WLOX, so I want to appreciate all of them. The whole coast, they did a phenomenal job with basically putting us on TV on what we're doing for the Southern Soul community. Right. But you can get your tickets at soulmusicawards.com. That's soulmusicawards.com. That's where you can get your tickets. And once again, that's Sunday, the first Sunday in February the 2nd. Doors open at 3, show starts at 4. And hey, we're gonna have a good time. Right. And
the coast is a great place anyway. So hey, go ahead and go down there Friday. You got the casinos, you got other, live entertainment, you got all that. It's a little cool, but hey, it may be warm. You didn't never know in February. But then on Sunday, right, you just never know. But in February, then that Sunday, be ready to attend the award show. So And then shout out before we take a break and get ready to bring Omar over. Shout out to everybody at Southern Soul Tuesday. Y'all know how we do it. That was our first one back as well. Southern Soul Tuesday for the new year. So shout out to Portia P. Shout out to Jamie Evans. Shout out to Chuck Gregory. He wasn't able to make it down. I know the weather's bad and all this and moving and shaking. So, but we definitely gonna get him. Chuck, we gonna get you in. We gotta get you here to Mississippi. I know you definitely wanna come down and hang out and bless us with your talents and voice. So we're looking forward to it. Shout out to what we call our Southern Soul Tuesday crew. Shout out to Candy Janae was in the house. Shout out to Mr. Carlos. Who else we had? We had Tony. We had shout out Tony McNair, our videographer extraordinaire. And I know I'm probably missing somebody. Shout out to the commissioner. Shout out to our Nissan crew. Again, happy birthday, Nikki. Our Nikki and David. They know who they are, our forever friends at Southern Soul Tuesday. They were celebrating their birthdays last night. And last thing, promise. Speaking of the commissioner, y'all go ahead and mark March the 11th on your calendars. Like Lex was saying, last year, Commissioner DeKeitha Stamps, myself, WMPR, we got it or directed and led the way along with our legislators to make Mississippi the birthplace of Southern soul music. And last year was the first year. The commissioner is set on doing this every year to recognize it at least. So we're going to do it again this year. We did it in May of last year because it was a little bit warmer. We're going to move it up this year to March the 11th, being that the legislators will be in session. So stay tuned for that. There will be more details to come in the next couple of weeks. We'll be announcing that here on the lounge, and check the Lounge Radio Show on social media as well to get more information. All right, I think that's it. So we're going to go to break. I got a couple ads we're going to run. And on the other side, y'all, we have the GOAT. Like, you know how we Jackson State, we JSU, we say the, and that means something when you put the in front of it. So he's THEE GOAT. Mr. Omar Cunningham, you guys stay tuned.
Come kick off your MLK weekend in style. Ward Wilson present Pull Up in Your Red Cup Party. Join us Saturday, January 18th at the Oak Palace in Holly Springs, Mississippi. Located at 580 Stewart Street. Get ready for an unforgettable night and performing live. You'll see FPJ. FPJ and the FPJ Band coming to shut it down. Plus, you'll see the hottest female on the circuit, Cecily Billboard. The last party was off the meter, so we're bringing it back. Yeah, TTL 962 banging on the ones and twos. Doors open at 8 p.m. Show starts at 9 p.m. Get your advance $40 tickets on Eventbrite or $50 at the door. For tickets, tables, and more information, contact 901-603-4865. We'll see you there.
It's King George Live, along with the KG Music Group. Saturday, January 25th, live at the LaFleur County Civic Center, Greenwood, Mississippi. Starring King George and Sharmika Jaquel. It's 803 Frank Johnson. You'll also see Jay Lake and many more. It's hosted by Big Bo. Showtime's 8 p.m. Your tickets are available now on the web at Eventbrite.com. The LaFleur County Civic Center box office. Harris Shoe Repair, Wilson Electronics, and Billy's Disco Den. Call 901-355-7318 for more information. It's sponsored by the Benefit Solutions Group and Boogie Down Entertainment.
All right, we are back. And as promised, we have the GOAT himself joining us on the Lounge Radio for the first time, the first one for 2025, Mr. Omar, the GOAT, Omar Cunningham. Hold on, let me get you. I got some look. I got some stuff. Wait a minute, what my sound is good. Woo! There we go. Stepping it up a little. I'm stepping it up this year.
Okay.
How are you? Happy.
I'm doing great.
How's it going?
If it got any better, I think somebody was pulling my leg. It's going great.
That's good. That's good. I'm gonna switch over then. I'm glad you said that. All right. Look, thank you again. I called you like, hey, I'm a stranger and my name is Marlena. I need your help with an Apollo night. And you were so gracious and you're like, okay, yeah, I know him. So yeah, you gotta be good. So thank you so much for helping us. Thank you for the song, Mr. Kane. Matter of fact, he's right out of Alabama, right? Alabama.
Right.
Yeah. So one of your neighbors won our Apollo night, and he would, with the song. I told him if it's okay, he'll reach out to you if you got any questions. But yeah, he did an amazing job, by the way. So thank you for your help with that.
Yes, sir.
Not a problem. We've been talking back and forth. I've sent him the song that he's gonna do. He's only about 2 hours away from me, so we're gonna make it happen.
Good. That's amazing. Good deal. Well, again, thank you so much. I've been I've heard about you for a while now, and then even me being in the music thing, Southern Soul now for a little while, and after you sent me that list of songs, I said, Omar, wow. I mean, how do you do it? How does Omar, because I want to pick your brain a little bit later, but how does that creativity come about with you when it comes to making music?
Wow, I don't know. I've been writing songs for quite a while, but what I did have to realize, I knew I was not going to be able to be an artist forever. So what I did was I kind of invested in my retirement. So about 15 years ago, I just started writing for other artists, and I said, hey, I don't have to be on every stage, but I can be on every stage at different times if I just write for other artists, and it's done well for me.
That's smart. Oh yeah,
wow.
Smart. Yeah.
So what was your start to even knowing that you wanted to be an artist, especially an artist that actually put out music and market your music? What was that start for you like?
The start for me, I did talent shows when I was in school, when I was in high school. That was my hustle back in the day. I started out hustling as a necessity to some degree, and then it just morphed into hustling because it was lucrative. So I started out doing talent shows. I was in a small band here locally, and my first professional experience with music was with Cameo. So that kind of started everything for me.
Oh wow. So young Omar, let's say 15-year-old Omar, what was on that? I don't know, cassette. I don't know. I ain't gonna age you too, but I know I grew up with cassettes and CDs. But what was on that playlist back in the day? What made you say, "Hey, this is it for me"? Music.
Luther, Donny Hathaway, people like that. I didn't know a whole lot about the blues at that time, but it was pretty much Luther, Donny Hathaway, Bobby Womack, just soulful singers. That's what I used to. And I used to listen to my mom play records, and I would hear some of that stuff. Marvin Gaye was one of them. So I don't know. I just grew up around music. I grew up in a pretty famous house. That had artists coming in and out of it. I don't know if you ever seen the movie called The Green Book.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay, well, the house I grew up in is in the Green Book. That book was for Black people when they traveled. They could know where to eat and they could know where to stay. Well, our house is in that book because when Black artists would come to Gaston to perform, they couldn't stay at the hotel. Somebody called.
I know already. Look, let me see if we got.
Hello.
They calling you on the Lounge Radio Show, WMPR 90.1. What's your name?
Yes, ma'am. Thompson. I was trying to see if anyone called in an accident that was on I-55 South. It was bagged up. I was just trying to see if anyone called and reported it because I'm trying to head back that way.
Okay, no, ma'am. We're on the air, but no one's called in.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Yeah, I got not here to screen a call. So sorry about
that. 55.
Oh, 50. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you said that. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you. But yeah, so I heard about that back in the day. Let's say I think it was on a couple of movies with maybe James Brown. Where they had these spots where Black artists, right? stop as they traveled when they were performing because they couldn't go a lot of places, right?
Exactly. It wasn't just for artists. It was for just anybody traveling. They would tell you what gas stations you can go to and things of that nature. But there was a club across the highway from the house that I live in. Now, the house that I lived in had 24 rooms. It had 4 bathrooms. It was a pretty big house. And my mom remembers Fats Domino staying there. Martin Luther King came there, but he never stayed there. But it was music all around. So what I would do when I was a kid, I was too young to go to the club, but they would always have the window open. So the house was down beside a little alley. So I'd sit out on the trunk of my mom's car and listen to the music through the window while it was open. And I later was able to play at that club. So that's probably where I got my start in music.
Wow, amazing. That's amazing. And now I've seen, I guess, we got another call. They calling. I wonder if everybody calling about the Rick.
It's that I-55.
Let's see if we got a question for Omar. Call you on the Lounge Radio Show. This is Marlena. What's your name?
Hi there, this is Darlene Graham in Brookhaven, Mississippi.
Hey, Darlene.
And Mr. Omar Cunningham. Hi there, I love you guys. Keep up the good work.
Thank
you.
And
I saw Mr. Omar Cunningham on stage over there in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and he showed out, and I had some pictures with him too. Mr. Omar Cunningham, I love you so much.
I
love you more. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
My sister calls you her baby's daddy. She loves you so much.
Oh, Omar.
Come on.
He said, come on. Oh, wow.
I'll send that child support check.
Oh, he's here more than happy to send a child support check. Okay.
If they mind, I got them.
Whenever he around Mississippi, I will be there.
All right. So we're gonna be getting this sketch. Yeah, we're gonna see where you at, Omar. She said she will be there when you're in Mississippi again.
I need to see it.
Yes, but tell him I'm obsessed with LJ Eckers, but I can't get close to LJ because his wife is mad at me.
Oh no! Oh my! You know. Be careful, darling. Be careful. Well, thank you so much.
I love you. I'll talk to you after a while.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Hey, that's good. Hey, baby daddy. Hey, okay. You know, that's it. That's what it's about, right? You know.
I'll take it.
I love it. What do you do like with the fans? I know because you like I said perform and then you make music, but meeting your fans and having those experiences, what is that like for you when you're meeting fans, performing and one-on-one with them like that?
Well, I'm still amazed, even though it is, to be honest with you, my first album came out in 2003. And just for them to appreciate songs that I wrote in the corner of my kitchen actually is where I started. Okay. And for them to even want to hear what I have to say, it warms my heart. And I love them. I appreciate them all the time. And they've hung out with me for years.
Yeah.
And so, Omar, what do you consider to be the song that really put you over the top, that's actually your song that you perform? Because the next question is going to be, if you don't mind telling us one that you wrote too. But what song would you say in your mind, or that personally, that you really feel really puts you in the position close to where you are now? Because of course you're in another stratosphere, but you get what I'm saying? The one that you felt like, right. Oh, I know I've arrived.
What was that hit?
What was that hit for you?
I'm probably one of the few Southern Soul artists that made actual Billboard chart with their first album. Okay. Hell at the House got me to shows like the Air Jamaica Jazz and Blues Festival with Alicia Keys and Bobby Womack and people like that. But that was my first album, so I came out pretty nice. It worked for me. Wow. Hell at the House and Check the Check. However, I would say one of the biggest records for me that was not written for me was probably The Beauty Shop.
Okay, Beauty Shop. Yes. Yeah. I played that and that video and everything. So Beauty Shop. That's still actually. When did you make that record? Because you saying that I just heard that record over the weekend in Biloxi. Mm-hmm. That song is still being played, and I'm thinking it's probably 10 years old or so.
probably that's when you know you got a classic. You can still listen to Last $2 Running Out of Lies, and it applies to today's situation as well as back when it was written. And that song is probably over 10 years old, but I try to write songs that are going to be around for a while, that people will want to hear 10, 15 years down the line. So that song, like I said, if you go back and listen to it, it was actually written for a female. We couldn't get the business right on the song, so what you hear on the radio is actually the demo that I did, and I just went back and said, guess what my woman said, and then she said this, and you ain't gonna believe what else she said, and that's how it came out. But it was actually a song written for a woman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look,
Okay.
and I've listened to I listened to Love the album, and I love the album, no cliche, but I listened to that quite a few times. But I hear you. I said, Omar got a lot of people around him. Are these actual stories or actual people around you that's been going through stuff that's sort of your inspiration for your songs?
Some of it is. Some of it. I grew up in a house full of women. So I believe I've heard just about everything you can hear as far as them being the player, being the one that's being played. I've seen the crying, I've seen the fussing and fighting. So I grew up with my grandma, my mom, my aunt, and my sister. So I kind of can write from experience, even though it was not mine. It was something I experienced by seeing. So most of that stuff is, and it's kind of like a preacher. He's not talking to you, but he's talking to you, and it's so general that it's specific, and you'll think they're talking to you because you may have been convicted or something about what they're saying. So the songs that I write, I try to write it from a standpoint where maybe it's somebody wanted to say what I said, but didn't know how to put the words together. And I've had people tell me that you said what I've been feeling, but I didn't know quite how to say it. So but a lot of it is just my own hurt and pain. Those songs are my diaries. So
did you write a lot growing up? Did you do a lot of writing, or you were, because I'm one of those, I don't like English, I don't like writing, I don't like any of that. Like, but were you one of those people that liked to write a lot when you were coming up? Oh
no, I did not. I was a horn player. I mean, a lot of, like I said, the thing I did with a Cameo was I was playing trumpet with him. That's a baby mama.
Oh, that's another. Whoa, Omar, wait a minute. What kind of show we turned to Jerry Springer around here? Let's see. Caller, you're on with the Lounge Radio Show, WMPR 90.1. I'm Marlena. What's your name?
Yes, ma'am. I just called I-55 South is back all the way up to Woodrow Wilson.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us know. Guys, if you're on I-55 South, there's a backup. So if you need to want to avoid or don't have to go that way, take a detour, please. But thank you so much for letting us know.
You're welcome.
All right. She determined to let us know about that wreck today, y'all. She is
reporting.
Thank you so much for doing that and letting everybody know. So if you headed that direction, please use an alternate route on I-55 South. So you weren't a writer, but I got your list here, and you've written, I know, over 100 songs. Let me call out a few. Let's see, Mel Waiters, I Ain't Gonna Do It. Okay. Let's see, Big Allen, Soul Music. Y'all heard of that young man and that song. Oh man, and that goes back to just that point on that song. That song, what year was Soul Music written? It was one of his first songs, right?
Oh no, Vic had an album out before then. I can't think of the name of it. That song was around 2011 or 12.
Okay, yeah, but it again, like you were saying about your music, again, when I call you the blood of Southern Soul, I'm trying to point that out now, but it goes back, like you were saying, today we still listen to Last $2, right? We still listen to a lot of the oldies because of the impact the song and the, I don't want to say quality, but I want to say what, the work that was put into it to really bring it to where we still can listen to it 20, 30, 40 years later. And when I go through this list of yours, I see a lot of these songs that I know, like Willie Clayton, Shake Your Moneymaker, right? We got Karen Wolf. You worked with Chris Ivy, Lenny Williams, Good Girl. We got another caller, Big Yayo now. Bedroom Rodeo, Boots on song, which is well, I got a question about that later for our call. Let's see what we got a lot of callers. You may have a lot of baby mamas too, so hold on.
That's our 55 right there.
The Lounge Radio Show with Marlena and Lex Luga. What's your name?
My name is Burks. I'm calling Mr. Omar Cunningham. I like one favorite song he always played. That was My Life. That goes back a long way about what actually happened in life.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. Look, that's what as we sit here and name his song, it's so many. He's made such an impact in music. Like I said, not just Southern soul, but music. So, oh yeah, most definitely. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
oh man, there's a lot of calls. I love it. Omar, you got to come back next week then.
Yeah. So Omar, what I'd like to know though is like, what song is most people surprised that you wrote when they find out that that's something that you played a part in? Which song you think? Because the list is so long. I was even surprised at some of the songs. Like, dog, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know you wrote soul music. Because I really like that song, and that's a song that's still getting played, even though it's 10 years old.
Yeah.
What would you think? What surprised people the most when they find out, you wrote or co-wrote even a particular song? What's a couple of them in your opinion, or that people actually say to you if they find out, hey, I didn't know you wrote this?
Yeah.
Most of them are the female songs, because I've written some songs for some artists, and they were like, it sounds like you were in my house.
I think Stephanie. Yeah, I think Stephanie said something like that.
Because shout out to Stephanie. Look, we played that good over here, and these women calling.
Oh, wow, they started calling.
They said we thought that was who that turn back the hands of time. Y'all threw that beat up in there, and man, that song. Yeah, it went over really well, and that was our first time playing it here on the lounge. So, wow, yes. But Stephanie did shout you out and said the same thing when she was here last.
Yeah, so
I learned a lot from.
I like with you being considered the GOAT. I like to ask most artists this question: what is your favorite part about being an artist? Like to you personally, what's the most enjoyment out of being an artist that you get?
The reaction that you get from the fans and from the people that came to see you. Like I said, I'm just a little guy from Alabama that started out writing songs in the corner of his kitchen, and I would run a mic cable and a headphone cable back to my washroom, and I'm like, wow, they listening to some stuff that I recorded on this little small system in the beginning, but you'd be surprised the people that I had singing in the back washroom back there. So I just like the reaction from the fans, and I'm like, wow, they like this, man. I'm just talking about me and talking about real life situation. I'm just happy that they dig that stuff.
Yeah, people can relate to them, right? That stuff we all go through day to day, and it seems that you tap into that. You actually see it, feel it, and then you write it in a way where people, when they hear it, it's like, man, like you said, was he around? Did he know our situation?
Hey.
So, yeah, it seems like you. Now, people, I don't know if a lot of people don't know when I talk to you and you said, well, after getting this and I need to learn the business, you went to law school, right? I did.
In the middle of, and I still work, but in the middle of doing my music, I started law school in 2012, and I'd have to drive 120 miles round trip just to get there and back. And I didn't even know any lawyers when I went to law school. And the only advice, the one lawyer I knew, the only advice he gave me, he said, a lot of people gonna quit, just don't be one of them. And I'm like, well, that helps.
Right. Look, tell her what I told Omar, I said, yeah, my daughter, she's undergrad right now, but she's going, made in pre-law. What did you tell me to tell Omar?
Hey, stay in there. I mean, all you can do is I figured out the whole thing about law school. Is you just gotta pay and stay. That's the two things you got to do. So when I graduated in 2016, but my friend that told me, hey, a lot of people going to quit, just don't be one of them. I'm like, well, that's crap. I thought you was going to give me the game. And then about a year into law school, I said, damn, you did give me the game.
Right. That
just don't quit.
Real advice. Yeah.
Just don't quit. And I stayed.
Got another one. We got an over. Let's see. How you on the Lounge Radio Show with Marlena and Lex Luga? What's your name?
Lamar.
Hey, Lamar, got a question?
No, I just want to wish my granddaughter and myself a happy birthday today.
All right, now shout it. What's her name? First name?
Alondra.
All right, happy birthday, Alondra. You say yourself as well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Lamar and Alondra, happy birthday. Happy blessed birthday. I hope y'all enjoy. Omar said happy birthday.
Happy birthday to both of you.
Sweet 16.
Oh, nice.
Sweet 16.
Nice.
Okay.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Well, thank you for calling.
And my 69.
Oh,
69.
You 69 years young. All right,
man.
Okay.
Enjoy this day.
That's it. That's it. Well, we thank you.
Thank you all.
All right. So Omar, it's getting close upon time. We got 2 tickets to give away, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna listen to it. I speaking again, the love the album. That's literally the name. Love the album, your new album. Right. When I listened to this album, Omar, I heard some R&B, I heard some Southern soul, and I heard a country. I heard country in the drink. What I heard, I said, look at Omar here. Let me drinking all by myself gave me country Nashville vibes. So yeah, I'm not gonna answer this call because we ain't asked the question yet. I know this one. But I did truly love the album, and what we're gonna do, I'm gonna reject this one because I know this is 440, and I'm gonna ask a question. On the other side, I want to play instead because I said 2025. We're gonna tell the women. So women are always, but men got something to say too. So women, y'all stay tuned for instead because I listen to it. I'm like, okay, I've been guilty of this a time or two myself. So.
Thank you for us.
Thank you for speaking.
It was for both of you.
I guess I should have waited till we play the song for those that heard it. Fellas, y'all got to keep tuning in for this one.
This one, yes.
Omar then decided that he gonna represent for the fellas because all the women I represent for each other. So y'all stay tuned in because my guy came through and he's showing you why he is literally the GOAT. He could write for anybody, and he finally wrote one for us that I know I can relate to it. I don't know about nobody
Shout
else.
out Big Moochie.
Yes. We all can. Moochie in here?
To Big Moochie, the Emperor line.
What's up, Mooch?
See you all in February. So my question for the callers. All right, people, y'all ready? 2 tickets to King George. Mr. Omar Cunningham got a song called Boots on the Song, and we've referenced this a couple times, but you probably don't remember. The first one who could tell me what road he's on when he was driving in his car on Boots on Song. First caller who can call in right now and tell me what road he was on when he was driving in his car. Come on, who is it? Give me a call. Give me a call. I don't see him. They probably over there.
Siri, call WMPR.
948 Siri call 601-948-5950. We looking for a caller. Y'all call the right number now. 601-948-5950. What road was he on? Look, everybody making their phone like.
Well, I'm thinking, since I said Google, I'm wondering
We got one. Let's see where we at. Call you on the Lounge Radio Show with Marlena and Lex Luga. What's your name?
Tina.
All right. And do you have an answer for us? What road was he on when he was driving in his car?
I don't know if it's right or not, but I want to say I-59.
I just knew she had it.
Sorry, baby.
You got to go listen to the song now.
All right. Sorry. All right. You on the Lounge Radio Show with Marlena and Lex Luga. What's your name?
Irie.
All right, and do you know what road he was on when he was driving in his car on the Boots on Song?
Driving out 55.
There you go. And we have a winner.
Let me get you. I'm delayed, but here you go. Here you go. So let me I'm gonna reject this one. And 1 second.
I love that song.
I know, right? Everybody gotta know what road that was. I was gonna say highway or interstate, but I couldn't say that. So I got your number, sweetie, and then when I get done with the show, I'm going to give you a call so we can get those 2 tickets to see King George in Greenwood, Mississippi, January the 25th, all right?
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Awesome
Right,
song.
thank you for calling.
Awesome song. We have people in the chat like 55.
Yeah.
Mark Holloway said 55.
Y'all gotta follow the instructions. Tell it's too late.
Look, it's too late. We're gonna reject that one.
So they gotta follow the instructions. They had to call.
They had to call. So shout out. That's it. 2 tickets. Don't worry if you didn't get it this time. Next week, tune in and follow us on Facebook on the Lounge Radio Show. I have 2 more tickets to give away to the show in Holly Springs with FPJ and Cecily Wilborn. And I'll be giving away some more tickets to see King George next Wednesday. So tune in, tell a friend,
Yeah,
Jefferson, he ain't giving up. I got enough.
Every show now, we got tickets to give away.
All right, call you on the lounge with Marlena and Lex Luga. What's your name?
My name's Jeff. How you doing, man?
Hey, Jeff. You calling about those tickets?
No, man, I really ain't. I got my mom and everything, and is that Omar Cunningham on with y'all?
That is him, the GOAT. That's him.
Do you know Big Yayo by the name of Chris Mabry?
Do you know a guy by chance by the name of Chris Mabry, aka Big Yayo? He said.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with
He said he's not quite familiar with that guy.
Shout out to Big Yayo, man.
If I give y'all my telephone, my mama on her dying bed, and she ain't heard from Chris about 20 years. She been asking about Chris a long time from Greenwood, Mississippi. He my first cousin too. Ask him if I give y'all my phone number. Will he delete that number to Chris? To Big Yayo.
We'll make that happen.
We got it for you. You don't have to
Absolutely.
call on the radio. We don't want everybody blowing you up. And then Yayo may be tuning in. So Yayo, if you watching, your cousin is on the line. He needs you to report to the family. Report. But I got your number and I will get it over to him. Okay, Jeff?
My name's Jeff.
All right, we got it. And look, we're praying for you and your mom, and just praying for you guys during this time. Okay.
I appreciate y'all.
You're welcome. We'll get the message to you. You're welcome.
All right.
Absolutely.
Oh man, it's been hot today. All right, so we gotta go on to let's pause. I think I'm gonna let you do a little talking for a minute.
You gotta put
I gotta put it in there. So I'm gonna let you do a little.
Well, he could be able to stay up and hear me and talk now, right?
Yeah.
So Omar, also, I noticed we didn't cover nothing about your engineering skills, about you being a musician, and also about you also producing. Can you tell us some of the instruments that you do play, or do you only play trumpet? Do you play more than trumpet?
I got a mean ham bone. I can do that, but yeah, the only thing that I'm trained in is horns. I never wanted to play anything else. It's a crazy story how I started playing trumpet. I thought it would be simple because it only had 3 valves. I didn't pay attention till you got to make a lot of stuff come out of those 3 valves. So I mean that's how I got to trumpet, but that's the only thing I play. Now, as far as the production, what I do is my studio is a vocal studio. So I produce backgrounds, I produce the leads, I do the harmonies and come up with the melodies and things of that nature. So I will get a track from someone that I trust. I got a few people that I pull from, and I will just build the entire song around it. So that's what I do as far as the production, and as far as knowing where to put vocals and knowing how to pan this. And then some people may know what I'm talking about, how to pan this and how to know that the lead is supposed to be in the middle and your ad lib is not supposed to be as loud as your lead, overpowering, and how your backgrounds are paying, hard left and hard right and stacking and different things of that nature. So it's building a song, and that's exactly what I do. I build a song. The track is just the foundation. I go up with the house with the lyrics and the melodies and things of that nature. So that's what I do as far as produce. And I have played on a couple of songs. I played on a Willie Clayton record. I played on one of my songs. I don't consider myself a trumpet player. I consider myself a guy that plays trumpet. But yeah, I make it work.
Yeah. So I know we had a call when we were talking about the Love album. Let's talk about this, and then I'm gonna let you introduce instead. But did you work with anybody else on this album, or was it all Omar? Because in my mind, I'm just seeing you doing everything. I'm seeing you doing it all, making it come together.
Everything other than the track itself. So the artwork, that's me. All the production, that's me. All the arranging, that's me. All the lyrics, that's me. So I just wanted to put out an album, and it was the first album that I submitted for a Grammy as well. But I just wanted to do an album that people that grew up on Omar could still listen to, because a lot of people are not outside in the fields and they're not fighting in the club. Some of my people at home sipping on some sweet tea on the back porch, or they cleaning up the house, or they just riding or whatever. So I just wanted to give them something that they could just push play. And look how old I am, push play. And they can just put it in and run the whole thing all the way through. So that's what I want to do with this album, something you could just ride to.
Yeah, I tell y'all, and I appreciate, I know now a lot of artists drop singles here, singles there, but I appreciate the album, by the way, because I grew up on albums, being able to listen to the entire thing. But guys, you won't be disappointed. I just starting at one and go to the end. So introduce Instead for everybody, and then we're going to listen to it on the other side.
Okay, this is probably the anthem for Lex and myself and all other men that are listening that to some degree feel unappreciated, because some women think that light switch come on just because, and they don't know it's some hard work to come behind it to go pay them folk. And I just wanted to. Because if you don't go pay them, they gonna come see you. That's the truth. That's without a doubt. They will come see you. So and we as men, we do what we're supposed to, and we're not looking for a whole bunch of pats on the back, but at least let us know, hey, I see you and you're doing all right. So this song here was for the men, because a lot of women will say, hey, you must be doing this. No, instead of trying to see if I'm cheating, why don't you try to see if I'm happy?
Ooh. Oh, man. Come on with the ball. All right, so guys, Instead, y'all don't want to miss this, and we'll see you on the other side.
Flow Beats did this.
You know, a friend of mine called me one day, and he told me he was having problems with his old lady. He said he ain't done nothing wrong, but she kept checking behind him and looking for stuff. I guess because her past relationships had her acting like that. But this is what he told me, he told her. I know you ain't been trusting for a long, long time. Cause the one before me couldn't stop cheating and lying. You said he was low down, but that ain't all of us. He had you all doed off, and you forgot how to trust. I'm trying to treat you right and pay the bills. I make my own mistakes, but why I gotta pay for his? You got a good man now, right in front of you. Keep treating me like a prisoner, and we gon' be through. Instead of trying to see if I'm cheating, yeah. Try to see if I'm happy, instead of trying to check who I'm calling, baby. Try to see if I'm hungry. This is what else he told me. He said this: I'm trying to get some understanding, 'cause right now I'm lost. If you keep taking me through this, you gon' run me off. Said she checking my drawers and the phone bill. That's too much pressure, and that ain't no way to live. You can't even be content. Something's gotta shake, 'cause your friends be talking and saying what they wouldn't take. So who you gonna listen to, them or me? I can let you go if you want me to, and let you be free, instead of trying to see if I'm cheating. Yeah. Try to see if I'm happy, instead of trying to check who I'm calling, baby. about the bad when you had. You gotta let the future be the future. You understand what I'm saying? And you gotta let the past be the past. I'm just trying to tell you, instead of trying to see if I'm cheating, yeah, try to see if I'm happy. Instead of trying to check who I'm calling, baby. Try to see if I'm hungry. Instead of trying to see if I'm cheating, yeah. Try to see if I'm happy. Instead of trying to check who I'm calling, baby.
I don't know, Lex. You might need some counseling or something because you was feeling that a little too much.
Well, hey man, I can't help but to feel that was man. You got to stay out of my life. Now I don't know if you.
He said instead of seeing if I'm
wrote that for me or not.
Happy. That's what he said.
I did.
I the way I'm feeling that because I could feel it because I'm pretty sure there's other men that feel the same way.
Women,
too.
we down on that one, y'all.
You
hey,
know,
men, send that to your woman. Send that to your woman now. Send that song to your woman.
And like, right. You can pass because even if you have cheated or is cheating, shoot, you need to make sure that man happy. Because if he happy enough, he ain't got no reason to cheat.
He said
if he paying them bills on time.
But the song said,
I'm just saying.
It don't be doing the past, but if the future, if the present is still cheating, then that song don't apply. That's all I'm saying.
But no, it may.
This song is for the one that cheated. So if it comes to when she go to the new guy, that guy gonna sing this song to her.
Hey,
after you
as long as I'm being good to you, hey, scramble them eggs and put that cheese in it like I asked you to.
Tell them about it, Omar.
This is scramble those eggs with that cheese in it.
Make that gravy from scratch and be quiet. I done paid the car note. I done paid the mortgage, so don't do that to me.
Make sure I ain't hungry.
Single person like me, when I get that, hey, you pay the car note, I'm scrambling eggs and everything. Just by the way, I'm just saying, you ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about me. That's all.
What you do for the mortgage?
Yeah.
That's rare.
Now I gotta shout out Kim. Kim keep me up to date, with your music and stuff like that. And some songs, like you write songs for, seem like you write songs for everybody, in my opinion. Now looking at the list, realizing some of the songs that I would have never thought that you wrote, you write something for everybody on every end of the spectrum. Because when I found out that you wrote Stephanie's song for the women, I don't know if you heard me on the radio or not doing her interview. I said, now how Omar gonna write a song for the women and he ain't wrote that for us like that? And you come on today,
and there you go.
A few weeks later.
See, I did that for you because I was gonna do the almanac and I was gonna ask you, did the almanac get a little, they need to pay you for that song? Because I
need to get a coin. I need to get a coin over there for that. That's a real place.
I'm not familiar. Coast, by the way, it's a hotel. I'm just saying. I was about to play that, but I said since we broke off that good a couple weeks ago.
He told it just for me.
I'm gonna do instead, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it on the chin, as they say, and do it for the women. I mean,
that's my partner. That's what makes us partners.
There you go.
I got you.
But tell your friends that though. Say, hey, y'all ease up. That's all you gotta say. Y'all ease up.
Look, I have wholesome women in my life. They don't.
Oh my!
They treat that men like kings. I know that.
So hold on, I got two questions. I got two. If you're talking about they wholesome, they're from over there. Do they make their gravy from scratch? That's the first question.
Flour, we do that.
Okay, that's
fried.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you didn't sound too confident on that. And the next one.
What's the next? What's the next?
The next one, they own that Jiffy or they making that cornbread from scratch.
I just left my dad, and I shout out to my dad. I love him to death, but he and my mom could great cook. My dad cooked that cornbread, and he was teaching us how to do it. So we country, me and my people, we country girls. We come straight out of the woods. We didn't have, we didn't even go to the store. We just, we hunt, kill, grew.
Well, one thing, Omar, One thing, Omar, as much confidence that she said that with, if you're going to lie to me, you sure made it sound fly to me.
To me, there you go. There you go.
Y'all ain't gonna do me like that. Y'all ain't gonna do me like that. Well,
make it believable.
Omar,
make it believable.
I got you. Next time you come, I got you. I'm gonna do it more confidence from the chest next time.
I need that. I need to understand and
those homemade cornbread recipe. Y'all drop that up in my live too. Y'all homemade cornbread.
They on that jiffy. They on that jiffy.
On that jiffy. Don't worry about it. We ain't gonna go down like that. We ain't doing that.
They on that jiffy.
We only got a couple of minutes. Let them know where they could get the new album.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. OmarCunningham.com. They can also get it on any all streaming platforms. And I do want to say I would love to be in attendance at the award show, but I will be in LA at the Grammys if they hadn't burned it down. But I'll have my phone out to see if I won anything. So you may get if I do win, you may get an acceptance live from the carpet out there. But thank you so much for considering me in that category. And I just like doing music. That's all I want to do.
Yeah. And then March the 11th, you're welcome to come over here and celebrate with your neighbors in Mississippi. We're working on coming state to state. But when we're working with y'all legislators in different states, but you're welcome to join us on March the 11th as we do the resolution here again. So I got a seat waiting for you if you're able to join us that day.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for having me.
Look, we appreciate you. The Southern Soul world appreciates you, Omar, more than you can imagine. And we know it's nothing but greatness to come. Thank you again for helping us with Apollo Night. Thank you for what you did for Mr. Kane. I can't wait to hear that. I cannot wait to hear that. And we want you come back on anytime. Thank you
so much. Lex gonna make me go home and write a song particularly for him.
Now, Darlene and your baby mama in Brookhaven. Darlene and your baby mama in Brookhaven.
My baby mama. I forgot about my baby mama.
Now, if you come on March the 11th, he'll be here, guys, and that is open to the public. We will have general admission. Our artists will be in more VIP areas, but so you may be able to see him then. But when will you be performing over? Will you be over in Mississippi anytime soon?
Not Mississippi. I'm skating past Mississippi on the 18th of this month. I'll be in Arkansas, but I get back to Jackson. Jackson is my second home. Yeah. So I come over that way all the time. So whenever they'll have me back, hey, I'll be more than welcome. I'm more than happy to come back over there.
I'm going to have your invitation out to you soon. So hopefully you can join us at March the 11th. And yeah, Darlene, y'all welcome to come and maybe they'll get a chance to see you then.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you. Thank you. Happy New Year again. And we'll see you again soon, hopefully.
Thanks a lot, man. Great to meet you, man.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, Lex. See? We're gonna come out the New Year swinging.
Hey, you know, that was my Christmas present.
That
was my Christmas present. You and Stephanie was on my head.
We had to end the year of women. We gotta sometimes we gotta take care of them. And y'all ladies, take care of y'all men. I know we over, but take care of y'all men out there. Take care of these men. Then they'll be making different songs.
Yeah, that's right.
Take care of these men. But Lex, thank you. Thank you, Tony, for stopping by. Hey, y'all. We'll be back next week. More giveaways. We got Mr. Kane coming in. Our Apollo winner coming in next week.
We got Mr. Kane next week.
Yeah, so he's gonna come in. Well, he's gonna be virtual, but he will be on the show next week. So we'll be looking forward to that. But thank y'all. Thank you for joining us on the lounge with Lex and Marlena. And we will see you. Oh, yeah. We got Tony. Tony, so you want to get a wave in? Oh, you watched my line right there. Yep. Look, there you go. They see you. Tony McNair, our video extraordinaire. See, when you coined that name. When you coin that name, you make sure you shout me out. Tony McNair, the videographer extraordinaire. Right. That's it. I think we having some. We talking, but okay. So let's see. So Southern Soul Tuesday coming up. We got a crew.
We just got some extended time.
Okay.
So the first thing we should do is that you play them commercials again to remind them of.
That's it.
Those couple of shows coming up.
Let's do
and then we run down all the things that we got coming up.
All right.
While they get set.
All right, so guys, we're gonna go to a break real quick, and then we'll be back on the other side.
Come kick off your MLK weekend in style. Ward Wilson presents Pull up in your red cup party. Join us Saturday, January 18th at the Oak Palace in Holly Springs, Mississippi. Located at 580 Stewart Street. Get ready for an unforgettable night and performing live. You'll see FPJ. FPJ and the FPJ band coming to shut it down. Plus, you'll see the hottest female on the circuit, Cecily Billboard. The last party was off the meters, so we're bringing it back. Yeah, detail 962 banging on the ones and twos. Doors open at 8 p.m. Show starts at 9 p.m. Get your advance $40 tickets on Eventbrite or $50 at the door. For tickets, tables, and more information, contact 901-603-4865. We'll see you there.
It's King George Live! Along with the KG Music Group. Saturday, January 25th, live at the LaFleur County Civic Center, Greenwood, Mississippi. Starring King George and Sharmika Jaquel. It's 803 Frank Johnson. You'll also see Jay Lake and many more. It's hosted by Big Bo. Showtime's 8 p.m. Your tickets are available now on the web at eventbrite.com. The LaFleur County Civic Center box office. Harris Shoe Repair, Wilson Electronics, and Billy's Disco Den. Call 901-355-7318 for more information. It's sponsored by the Benefit Solutions Group and Boogie Down Entertainment.
What was the caller name?
I gotta get started, but it's okay. I got her number, so I'll be calling her, and we're gonna get her tickets to her, and then so we got Southern Soul Tuesday coming up. We got Southern Soul Tuesday coming up Tuesday, so y'all be sure to come by M-Bar next on Tuesday. I got their names. I'm sorry, I gotta get the flyer out, but come by. Live music, free to get in, 2-for-1 drinks, and half price on some food and advertising. What you got, Lex?
Southern Soul Tuesday. We do have the Country Boy Tour with Arthur Young, Big Yayo, Big Mel, and Breeze, Mr. Do Too Much, January the 19th at Ground Zero Biloxi. That's a Sunday. Doors open at 3, show starts at 4, so come out and
might have some tickets, We got a lot of stuff this year. A lot of stuff coming up. Y'all tune into the lounge, invite your friends, share. So I think that's it. They got us. We good. All right. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for watching the Lounge Radio Show, and see you next week.